During the 1920s, pale skin was a must. Women would apply a foundation 1 to 2 shades lighter to achieve a porcelain effect. They would pile on the foundation to achieve a flawless look, even though it was cakey, but they didn't care. Powder was applied and pushed into the skin, and then brushed away with a brush. This helped to set the foundation. During the 20s, eyebrows were overplucked into a thin, rounded brow. They used a pencil to fill them in a few shades darker. Also, before I did this, I glued my sister's eyebrows down and put a foundation and powder over them to achieve the best realistic look I could do because I was not going to overpluck her eyebrows into this shape. Blush was applied heavily just on the apples of the cheeks in a circular motion. For the eyes, a black coal eyeliner was used as a base and then smudged out. After this, they would apply an eyeshadow, which would then be blended out to create a smoky eye effect. A darker color was placed on the lower lid and then blended out into the crease. Then a slightly lighter shade was put into the crease and blended out as well. Then I applied a black felt tip eyeliner to her lash line to create an illusion of bigger lashes. I also went ahead after this and put on mascara. Mascara was heavily applied during this time period, but I lost the footage of this and the lips. So also a dark lip was also included. During the 30s, pale skin was still in. Once I blended in all the foundation on her face, I went and applied it to her ears because she has more of a red complexion, so I wanted to kind of match her ears to her face as well. And I'm also bringing it down the neck. Now I'm applying a cream blush onto the apples of their cheeks and blending it out. Now I'm applying a loose powder to her face. In addition to the cream blush I put on her cheeks, I'm also applying a little bit more of a corally blush as well. Now I'm also doing her eyebrows. Since she has such light eyebrows, I didn't glue them down. I just sketched on the eyebrows. Applying eyeshadows the same color as your eye color was very popular in the 30s. That is why I'm using a blue since my mom has blue eyes. Also, they would drag out the eyeshadow a little bit to create more of an almond shape. Curling your eyelashes was very popular during the 30s. It allowed your eyelashes to be more prominent. Right now, my mom is just applying a mascara primer and then a mascara. We used black, although during the time if you had blonde hair like my mom, it was very typical of you to wear brown mascara as well. In the 30s, the Cupid's bow was more rounded than in the previous decade. Also, the bottom lip was more symmetrical and full. Colors that were very popular during this decade were deep reds and maroons. Right now, I'm just putting more foundation on an area that I did not cover, and I'm also going to be blending down the foundation on to the rest of her neck and chest because she does have more of a red tone to her skin. This was also popular if you wore lower cut like shirts or dresses. In the 40s, a thick, full coverage foundation was used. However, during this decade, it was more of your natural skin tone. So I'm just applying a full coverage concealer actually because I don't have my sister's shade in foundation, and I'm also just blending this out onto the face. During the 40s, women would take a foundation 1 to 2 shades darker than their natural skin tone, and they would use this to contour their face and enhance any of their natural features. It was also very popular to use a cream blush right after your foundation and blend it into the skin. A powder is then applied all over the face. After this, a blush is put on to create more of a color since most of it got covered up. Now for eyebrows, they kept a more natural eyebrow. They didn't overpluck or overdraw their eyebrows on. They stayed as close to their natural arch and color. They would use an eyebrow pencil to fill them in, but right now I'm just using a shadow the same color to create more of a natural look. For eyes, take a slightly darker color into the crease and blend it out. Then apply a cream shadow or a shadow that is 1 to 2 times lighter than your natural skin tone. I'm then just going back in with a little bit more of that crease color and then blending them out. I'm also having her curl her eyelashes. And then she's using a mascara primer and a black mascara. Usually lashes were the main focus and the eyes were kept more understated. So pay more attention to your lashes than anything else. At this point, you can probably tell that she has the hiccups. So, as I was trying to apply the lipstick, she kept hiccuping, and I was afraid I was going to get it all over her face or mash the lipstick into her braces. So then I had her put on the lipstick. For this, the lips were bold, but they were kept more to their natural shape.